Hi Amber, I'm going to try a voiceover here. This is from yesterday when the audio didn't record, and so we'll see how this works out. Anyway, I was backing out, headed for a trip. I had told Ruth that I would pick up Emma and take her to gymnastics since I wanted to run by Home Depot, and we'll see if I make it that far. Which I didn't, because I decided to go get the car washed instead. So that's where we ended up. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's get moving here. Anytime, put that car in reverse, let's get going. Got things to do, places to go, people to see. Well, I don't know that I got people to see. Got places to go and things to do. Well, let's get moving. Anyway, heading down there, you can see San Gorgonio in the background. You can notice that it's kind of overcast. Haze in the distance, but it's not real hazy, it's mostly just overcast. You'll see that as I turn the corner here in just a minute. That's if it ever happens. There we go. But you can see off in the distance, haze, overcast. Here I'm getting off the freeway. This is after my rant over my iPhone, which unfortunately you will not get to hear. So I cut that section out because, well, there was nothing but watching me drive while I ranted, but the rant's not there. Anyway, so I turn here onto the street, and I'm going to come up to this stoplight and unfortunately get behind this vehicle that's right there in front of me. And you can see the car on the right is going much faster than the car in front of me, which at this point was going about 15-20 miles per hour. And it never really picked up speed more than 20 miles per hour. I don't think the entire time I followed it. And hence, that's why all the cars are going past me on the other side. And when I got up here to Redlands Boulevard, I was really disappointed that the car wasn't turning. At least it didn't have its turn indicator on, which meant I was going to have to follow it through the intersection. And that's a Solara in front of me, and they should have called it a Solara because it was going so slowly this entire time. And of course, I'm irritated because at least they could get close to the speed limit, which through here is about 30 miles an hour, and we're going 15-20. And at this point I realize that I'm stuck behind this vehicle going up here beside the Redlands Smiley Library, and it's going pretty slowly. Picked up a little bit. I think we're going 15 miles an hour now. It looks like it's going really fast, but actually it's not. And you can tell by the person that's walking there off to the left that we're not flying up the street at a reasonable speed. Anyway, as we're going up here, I noticed there's a car coming, and this car was so far over in this lane. Look how far over it is. I backed off. I was worried that they were going to have a collision, and I wanted a lot of space between me and the idiot that was driving. And obviously it was an old person. It's turning over here into, I think it's the Kiwanis Club of Redlands, so it's probably an old person going up to the Kiwanis Club to do whatever they do at the Kiwanis Club. Maybe they put on the hats and act like they're Kiwanis. I don't know what a Kiwana is. But anyway, I'm turning here on Olive Street. I was talking a little bit about the palm trees. I like those. The fact that you can see the palm fronds, there's lots of them, and people park their cars on the streets underneath these trees, and on a windy day, which it has been, you know, they're going to eventually fall down and hit your car, but that's okay. And then I also was pointing out that this is one of the old main drags of Redlands from way back. And so there's a lot of old houses along the street. And that we were coming up to McKinley Elementary School, which is named after President McKinley, obviously. And I can't remember, but I believe that there was a school on the site here that President McKinley visited one time when he was here. Of course, it's all been rebuilt. And looking and talking a little bit about, again, this is an old drag in Redlands, Olive Street. It was one of the original streets when they set up the city. A lot of old homes on it. So I'm pulling up into the car wash and notice the fellow there standing outside of his car. He's talking to the girl that helps out at the pay booth. And I guess he's telling the story of his life. Well, I'm 2 cars back, and then by the time I get to chatting with you and going over things and throwing another rant for the day, because this was Rant Wednesday, there ended up coming 3 more cars behind me. So now we got 5, 6 cars in line, all waiting for this guy to decide to get back in his car and drive. So he's just holding everybody up. I wasn't sure what the story was because I didn't ask, but it seems like everything went smoothly after he got out of the way, but had to get him out of the way. But you can see that the other cars, they just go through. There doesn't seem to be a problem. So this guy obviously was wanting to make sure this girl knew who he was, and then I don't know what else. So anyway, it all went smoothly. You can see the cars go through in front of me. And finally I get up and have to wait for the arm to lift up and then go around and all that good stuff. But, oh, look, they have Christmas decorations on lift arm. That's funny. I didn't even notice that when I was there. So here we coming up to get in line. And there's Mr. Slowpoke up there in front. He's talking to the girl there, telling her his story. And that was like the manager, so he must have had a complaint about something. Who knows what. But anyway, just wanted to share with you, let you know what was going on. Unfortunately, you missed the official rant yesterday, so I just had to give you the rant for today. Oh, there he goes, finally moving in. Now the rest of us can move through. I love you, and wanted to share this with you. Sorry it didn't work out yesterday. Hopefully I can get it done today. Take care now. Bye-bye.
All right, Amber, we finished up. Car's nice and clean. In fact, I used the wipes and did the seats and most of the trim inside. So I got that done. Anyway, a week ago I couldn't have done this. In fact, probably 4 days ago I couldn't have done this. But I took a chance. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the hip. You know, who knows? Anyway, the car's nice and clean again. It went a whole week without having someone wash it. I felt so bad because I couldn't have done it last week at all. I could barely get in and out of the car last week. So that's done. Anyway, got it all cleaned out again. Of course, how dirty can it get in a week when Grandma and I are the only ones? Oh, Emma rode, but Emma gets her feet right there, and she puts a foot up on the seat, so had to do something with that. Anyway, it's looking good. I love you. I hope you get to feeling better a little bit. I hope that virus will leave you alone. I pray for you, I hope for you, I wish for you. All of those for you. Because I want so much for you. I love you dearly. Take care now. Bye-bye.